From fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Casino Secrets with Vegas Vic and Ziggy.
Why don't the pro players in the video poker, why don't they win more often?
Why do the pro players in video poker?
No, regular poker.
Regular poker, yeah.
Why aren't they winning more often?
Okay, now the question should probably be qualified whether we're talking about cash games or if we're talking about tournaments. If we're talking about tournaments, it's extremely hard to win any kind of a tournament for several reasons. First, there are usually hundreds, sometimes thousands of players. In the World Series of Poker, in the main event, there are over 6,500 players competing for that prize. So to make your way through that field consistently.
The World Series of Poker is what they're referring to.
The World Series of Poker, okay. When you're playing against such gigantic fields of players, even if you are at the top of your game and you are an incredible player like Phil Hellmuth, for example, who holds the record for bracelets for World Series of Poker, or people like Daniel Negreanu or any of the other players, in order to win consistently over the long haul, it is a matter of not only constantly being at the top of your game, constantly being able to be alert, being able to have the stamina to last out the 8-hour or 16-hour days for several days in a row, and still bring your A game to every single circumstance, every single hand, every single moment, and at the same time avoid the inevitable bad beats. A few years ago, there was an unusual circumstance in the World Series where players who flopped 4 aces were beat by other players who made a royal flush. Now this happened 3 times, I think, in that one World Series. The odds of that are astronomical. And that's one of the main reasons why even the best professional players don't always win, because they have to navigate these inevitable statistical anomalies in the game of poker, which will result in them being defeated even though they did everything absolutely correctly. And the second factor is the amount of time it takes to work your way through the tournament that requires so much stamina. That's why you very rarely see any older players make the final table. If you look at the final table of any event in the World Series of Poker, you'd be very surprised to see anybody over the age of 50. And the reason is because what I explained earlier. As we get older, our stamina depreciates. And that's one of the reasons why I gave up playing professionally all the time, because as I got older, my stamina diminished. Once that happens, you start making mistakes, and that propagates the reason why you don't win as often.
Let's switch over to craps.
Right.
Do you ever play the combets, or do you always just play the numbers?
No, there's what I call a 3-bet method to playing craps. You can bet your pass line and take your free odds, at least double odds. If they offer more, you can afford it and take more, but at least double odds. And then you make 2 place bets, and so you have the pass line with odds plus the 2 place bets riding. But there's a fine line between that and just a straight combet. One of the advantages of a combet is that once the combet goes to the number, you can take odds on it. So the combet basically is like another line bet. So what I like to do in craps is I like to see how the shooter is doing. For example, if the point is 4, 5, 9, or 10, I would put place bets on the 6 and 8 because they have the best odds. But if one of them is the point, then I would probably either place the other and make a comeback or 2, or if the shooter is really hot and rolling a lot of numbers, I probably would make a bunch of combets and take the odds on them, and I would probably take down the win and then press the bets and so forth. So it's basically one or the other. I like to use a combination.
Okay, somebody actually made a comment, so I want to have you comment on the comment. And they said their gambling tip number 1 is don't gamble.
Well, you made a very good point. if you never want to lose money gambling, don't play. That way you will never be disappointed, you will never have bad luck, and you will never lose. But you also will never win. So one of the things that I would say is that, you know, in life you have choices. For example, you can choose not to have a beer with your dinner. That's your prerogative. That doesn't mean if you do choose one, it doesn't mean you're an alcoholic. That simply means that you would like to enjoy something to have along with it. If you know, you would like to have a chocolate, doesn't mean that you have to have one, but it feels good. So I would suggest that if you're a human being that would like to have some kind of a relationship with the rest of the world and enjoy at least some parts of it, there is nothing wrong with taking an occasional gamble, even if it means just buying a lottery ticket for $1. It puts some spice in your life. Okay. That's it.
That's it.
Okay, so are we done?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed today's broadcast. Please don't forget my book. It's called Casino Secrets, which is now available as an ebook and as a paperback. You can find it at Amazon.com. You can go to my website called morecasinodeals.com for any other updates and information. Our past episodes are available on our channel, LasVegasLiveTV.com. So until next time, this is Vegas Vic saying so long from Las Vegas. See you next time. Hello, Vegas Vic back again. Thank you very much for watching our program. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It's very easy. Just click the subscribe button on your screen. It only takes a second, and then you'll be notified every time we post a video. You can also follow me on Twitter. My handle is @GamingAuthor. So until next time, I'll see you soon. So long.